Hand on the trophy, you're still getting your heads round what went wrong from 2-0 up?
No, it's very clear. I mean, they were effective and, should have been 5-0 after the first half. And it's probably what usually goes wrong. You go at half-time, 45 minutes to go, 2-0 up, and, a little bit too easy when you get out of the dressing room. And no blame to anyone, but the reality of this game was that we should have buried it early doors.
Is that what you look at then, not taking those chances at 2-0?
Well, it happens. You can't score every chance, but sometimes the other team does, and in that case, it became maybe not necessarily a true reflection of the game, but fair play. They won. Well done to them, and we've got a lot of big things to look forward to still.
And you're back with us on Sunset Pitches. And as you realize, someone's on the mic today, and I'm back. Okay, I know you guys don't miss me. All right. Okay. Thanks.
Huh. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that?
The silence? Yeah, because Johan's not here.
Oh man, I wanted to say it was the air of lack of cynicism.
Oh, that's because he can't make it for this week's episode. He has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, he fought long and hard to try and make it, but we still forced him to take a break.
Yeah, we did.
The boy needs a rest.
That's why there's only the three of us, Henry, CK, and Izam. We have quite a bit to talk about. It gets serious towards the end.
And quite a bit to not talk about.
Yes, because this week we're going to revisit the Ligue 1 finally, because we're going to see some interesting developments occurring in PSG. We will take also a quick look at the Bundesliga, where Leipzig got destroyed, and also Premier League matches, the relegation battle, and also the Manchester Derby, and then the UEFA Champions League.
What Manchester Derby?
Anyways, let's move on without any further ado to Saint-Étienne versus Paris Saint-Germain.
Sorry. Can you repeat how you pronounce it at the end?
Saint-Étienne.
Really? Is that how you pronounce it?
Go to every French person and tell me I'm wrong.
I'm still gonna go there.
Okay, I have a colleague who is French, so I'll ask him tomorrow. Okay. Anyways, this game, PSG is basically champions already. All right.
They have nothing to fight for in this league.
They have nothing to fight for, which is why they kind of threw out this shit performance. It's really disappointing to see from them. Despite them clawing back, it really wasn't PSG that we were watching. We were watching Saint-Étienne more than we were watching PSG.
They already won.
Yeah, I know, but still. How do you justify a performance like this to a measly number 9 team in the league?
You already won the league. You're just playing for fun. Might as well just throw all the subs in, Play a big team.
I don't think that's the case though, because they lost Neymar. Yes, they are champions, but is that are you sure? Even though you know your championship is in hand, do you not have the pride in you?
One justification that I can think of right now is that they don't really want to play their cards at all. They don't have the Champions League anymore. They've already clinched the Ligue 1. And what's that French cup name?
Coupe de la Ligue.
Yeah, and they're still in the running for Coupe de la Ligue, right?
Why are you smiling, CK? It's pronounced Coupe de la Ligue.
Sorry, I'm tired, okay? So you're being pretentious and shit.
I'm not being pretentious, I'm just doing it right.
He says being Henry.
So me, that's why I'm laughing, okay?
Yo, with the lack of Johan, someone has to be pretentious.
Fuck.
Okay. See, with them still being in the running for Coupe de la Ligue, wouldn't it make sense to not show all your cards in the games that are, being played?
Who is going against them? Who's going in again? Who's going against them?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's still PSG.
That's a good point. But
yeah, they're still PSG. So
it's a money bought club.
But we've seen time and time again that money bought clubs can be taken down. Case in point, we'll talk about later lah.
Man City.
Put them in.
Shut up lah. You guys will get the chance to jerk each other off later. Okay, let's focus on PSG first.
Okay, PSG, they have I don't know. Unai Emery has made quite a few weird purchases, and the players are actually some of the players, they don't seem to be PSG material anymore. We've got Javier Pastore, poor game in this match, and also Lassana Diarra in centre defensive midfield. If you guys don't remember Lassana Diarra, he used to play for Real Madrid for I think a season. Just a season, and then he went off somewhere. I don't know where the hell he went off. I think he went to Qatar as well for a period of time before he went to PSG.
Really?
I think he went to a Middle Eastern club. It should be the right Diarra.
Yeah, but I kind of want to talk a bit about Unai Emery though.
Alright.
we know for a fact that he's not going to be staying till at
Not at
the
all,
end of the season.
not at all.
Tuchel is already coming in.
But that's not been confirmed yet. We'll wait for.
Okay.
We'll wait for the
I thought it
proper.
was confirmed.
There's a lot of people confirming it.
Allegations
A lot of sources. But let's wait for a proper pen to paper thing first. But in this game, okay lah. If Neymar was in this, Saint-Étienne would have been destroyed. PSG would have won the title way earlier because I think Mbappe is not suited for a striker role.
He's always been a
He's always
midfielder.
been a winger.
Or a winger, yeah.
Yeah, he was always a winger. So
Okay.
playing him in a striking position, it's weird for me.
Okay, so according to The Guardian, PSG is to decide on a new manager after their talks with Thomas Tuchel. Yes, it's not going to happen. Maybe okay, it might happen. It's either
Very likely, very likely.
Very likely, but it's already a fact that Unai Emery isn't going to stay.
Okay, so the question now is, how can Thomas Tuchel come in and revitalize this squad? Because this squad is bearing thin already.
I can imagine Weigl coming to PSG.
Didn't Weigl leave Dortmund already?
No, he's still in Dortmund.
Okay.
Yeah, Julian Weigl. Don't you think it'd be a good addition to PSG? Plus, he was one of Tuchel's better men.
At the center defense, yeah, it's just a good idea to have him there. I mean, if you were to follow his German counterpart, which is Julian Draxler,
Uh-huh.
to come down to
Exactly.
Paris, it would be good.
And if you seek it enough, I know you want to attack him for saying Paris. but
Paris.
enough. Okay, so I can feel the aura from CK coming at me right now.
Putain merde.
Okay,
Putain.
but again, we all know for a fact Neymar is probably
Not a
leaving.
long-term solution. Not a
He's
long-term
probably
solution.
leaving
Two?
Real Madrid.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Think about it.
But what? No, wait. But then again, what is there for him to prove right now? Because he's
Against
not.
Barcelona, that's
He
one
barely
thing.
played half a season in PSG.
Okay, number one, he did not want to be get overshadowed by Messi anymore, and we all know that Messi still has at least like a year or two in him to still play at Barcelona. Number two, you can't go straight from Barcelona to Real Madrid. That's never gonna happen. Okay,
True.
so the best solution is go from Barcelona to Paris, or in Henry's words, Paris. And then, shut the fuck up, Henry. And then go to Real Madrid. And number three, Madrid really needs someone to step up after Cristiano leaves, and also Bale. Bale really is. I don't really see Bale staying in Real Madrid anymore.
The fan situation over there is just. They don't fancy seeing an
Exactly.
English person there.
Think about
Sorry?
that.
Asensio and Neymar. dude.
Ooh.
Asensio and Neymar pairing up together. That is a lethal combination.
Just as long as I don't see Ronaldo and Bale so much in the
But it's
team.
a very
I want something different from Zidane, please.
Yeah, but would it not make sense?
Hey,
scoop. It's gonna scoop out
it,
Salah.
it would make sense, but it will. I think people will start chucking bananas and throwing rocks at Neymar if he were to actually
Yeah,
go
but
to
at the end of
Madrid.
the day, if any manager comes into PSG, I still say PSG is going to dip in terms of performance.
Please
Huh?
Please do.
Yeah, but they're still going to win the league. Right now,
They are
because
going to win the league, yeah.
Unless
Which is
Marseille
kind of-
actually pulls.
Marseille or Monaco could do something. They could threaten to win the league, but I still don't see PSG losing their grip over the league yet.
Nah. They have won enough at the start to have the insurance
The
policy.
thing is just that right now PSG wants more than just their League Cup, more than just their.
They won the Champions League.
Yeah, won the Champions League. Yes.
Will Tuchel be the
I
man?
think exactly what happened right now is they already lost the Champions League, so
Yeah.
they have nothing to play for. Then hence why their morale is not so good.
Fair enough.
That's
And
why they
Neymar
play.
and their star player is out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, move on. Let's move on to Germany, where we see RB
Whoa.
Leipzig versus Bayer Leverkusen.
Whoa.
Bayer
Never expected
Leverkusen
this.
coming
I
out
expected it.
as 4-1 winners against RB Leipzig. What happened?
Long story short, Leipzig know they're not going anywhere on the table right now.
What
Sure,
about Europa
instead-
League?
Huh?
Oh, are this?
Yeah, they can still fight for Europa League or Champions League spot. But right now, if you were Leipzig, where would you focus on? The Europa League or
Silent
Champions League
players.
right now?
Europa
Because right
League.
now they've scored two
If-
away goals during the Europa League. If they can manage to just score 2 goals and defend properly during the next matchup, they are solid.
Yeah.
They can literally do a Roma.
Oh. Okay, we will talk about that later.
Are you jinxing?
We'll talk about that later, please.
Praying.
Pray. Okay.
Leipzig's my team, remember?
Astaga. cash out.
This is the strongest squad that Leipzig can actually put out this time around because they don't have Leimer. They also put in Bruma and Augustine to rest.
Exactly.
In a sense, it's the strong league squad that can put up. It's very weird because according to Johan, the highlights as well that I'm watching, that I watched, it feels like Liverpool Leipzig feels like Liverpool right now. The similarities is slightly uncanny.
Define feels like Liverpool.
Strong attack, terrible defense. That essentially what happened in this game.
Are you calling our defense weak now?
We were weak.
Were. Keyword were.
I mean, you guys can still improve a lot in defense, lah, but let's not get too cocky.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just being humble.
I'm cocky enough right now.
Henry, if you guys lose in the semi-finals, it's CK's fault.
Yep.
If we win it, right?
Okay, what are the odds are going to be draw with Real Madrid?
Later.
Fuck.
If we drew Real Madrid, we're gonna win that one and lose in the finals.
Win that one, lose in the finals, and then Salah goes to Real Madrid.
Hey, fuck.
Okay, back to the Leipzig Leverkusen talk. Yeah, this was the strongest squad Leipzig could have fielded. See, this is why I feel like Bruma is actually super underrated. He's actually very much needed in terms of opening up play on the wings and, you know, striking terror into the defense. Without that, Leipzig is just trigger happy. They're just shooting from far.
Yeah,
True.
essentially that's the case lah.
Yeah.
Because Yusuf Poulsen isn't very well known for finishing with his feet, is he? Not really, right?
He can do. He's not Morata lah.
Yeah.
He's
Okay
not
lah.
Morata
It's
lah.
essentially other than Timo Werner and also Emil Forsberg at the front, you have Yusuf Poulsen,
Yeah, and
who is there also.
but Poulsen is not on the level of Werner and Forsberg yet. But
No.
for young talent, I think he's still pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
just- it'll take him time to get up to that kind of level. But the thing is, I don't know. I'm not surprised that Leipzig lost this. If I were them, I would have done the same thing. I would have just thrown this game away, focused on the Europa League. That's literally a cup win. If say provided they win lah, if they can even get up to the finals, that's literally a cup final in just 7-8 years, and that's a prestigious cup.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
Europa League is nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I agree. I
We
have to
might
say.
look down on it from time to time. The general fans also do that too. I mean, we only look down on it because it's not the Champions League, because it doesn't have the glamour and the glitz of what the Champions League
It's
is.
basically living in the shadows lah.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's still a big league, and this is where those who did not make it into the Champions League are given a second chance to prove themselves.
And also to go into the Champions League again next season.
Pretty much.
So
yeah.
if it's very hard to call because we're still in the quarterfinal stages, we don't know what's going to happen. We can only know tomorrow morning at the point of recording. But Leipzig has now conceded 8 goals in 2 games. So the only thing I can say is we have to find a solution to defense
Well, look, score 2 goals in the next game and then build a wall.
Or score more.
or score more. Yeah, because you have an attacking force that is reckoned with.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, abuse Keita, abuse Bruma, abuse Poulsen.
Oh, okay, that's not going to be there next season.
I'm talking about this season.
Oh,
Next
okay.
game, babi. I said this is one of the reasons why I really appreciate Johan on the podcast.
Speaking of Johan, let's move on to Manchester City versus Manchester United.
Oh,
Manchester is red.
okay.
Manchester is red, alright.
Can I say something? Johan actually managed to reverse jinx this.
Why? What happened?
Did you know that 30 minutes in or somewhere near halftime, Johan actually tweeted out on the SOP Twitter saying this is the most boring derby ever. Something along the lines of
Yes,
this is
I
the most
remember that.
boring
Yes,
derby
yes.
ever, and like this is so shit, and I'm not looking forward to another Der Klassiker. And then literally second half came back in. United
Manchester
was
is
a different
red.
beast.
Manchester is red.
I swear, I think Johan was doing that on purpose.
Using our power. to
Pretty
good
much.
use.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, City didn't really field a bad team.
Actually, a quite strong team, against Manchester United.
Minus
team.
2-3 players. I mean, sure, 2-3 players might make the difference, but minus 2-3 players, City has always been a squad with death.
You had Leroy Sané, you had Raheem Sterling, you had David Silva, you had Bernardo Silva in front as well.
This is the first time I hear Henry saying Raheem Sterling without saying anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me? Okay, Snake. Regardless of the refereeing decisions that was made, United proved to a lot of people that they can still fuck up somebody. And
Or is it Pogba?
it's Pogba. It's actually Pogba.
I mean, we've already said it at the start of the season. United's attacking force is a force to reckon with.
But this is actually,
Tactics.
yeah, and also a huge dent to Man City's ego because if they won this one, they would have won the title.
Yeah. Going to the Champions League
Yeah.
with big
How-
balls.
Could you imagine winning the title against your rivals?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that with Arsenal winning the Premier League at Old Trafford. I think City just, I don't know, mental goya. That's all I can say.
I think
legit after that second goal.
I think they really broke. Yeah.
Yeah, they broke.
They weren't expecting the second goal from
And
Pogba.
I kind of saw this being carried into that second leg in the Liverpool game. City against Liverpool.
But City actually started pretty well.
Again, they started strong, but once Liverpool started putting on the pressure, they cracked.
And it's a fun fact as well, for the past few weeks, City have not been able to score after the 50-minute mark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's the problem right there.
But props to City. They're already out of the Champions League anyway. So we're going to talk more about that later. You guys can have fun in that job.
We're not putting that in talk set, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Might as well.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about that here, but
No, props to City for that. But
this is
what I want
their
to
third
say
loss
is
in a row.
Yes, it is.
there's 3 losses in a
But
row,
all I
correct?
want to say right now is that this is only Pep's second season here.
Yeah, I mean, this
No,
is the
we-
season where Pep is supposed to prove himself.
Yes,
Yeah, and
but-
he's already proven himself by winning the Premier League a la
I don't think- okay.
PSG style.
Okay, let's put it into context. When Pep started the season, when the season progressed, we knew they were going to win the Premier League. We saw it already. Okay?
We should have put money on it.
Yeah.
Haram.
But
Cannot gamble.
you have to understand that the fans were looking at 4 titles. 4.
You know,
So now they only have 2 to look forward to. So
one is confirmed.
one is confirmed. The other one, I think they lost the League Cup. Wait,
They lost to Wigan, is it?
they lost to Wigan in the FA Cup. They won the League Cup, so they have 2 titles in their hands already. So they're from a quadruple to a double. A lot of people must be questioning, it's Pep Guardiola. What happened to the promise of the quadruple? Why did it fizzle out?
Okay, I don't think it's feasible for... Even from the start, no one expected them to even get the quadruple.
It's not easy to win a treble nowadays.
Yeah, even a treble, to get a treble nowadays with the intensity
But
of the
with a
game.
squad like City and the money power of City,
Again, even with the intensity of the game
Game
and
has changed.
how hard it is to play now. Even on the European level, everything is so much higher compared to back when when United last won the treble. I mean, no offense to any United fans, but
I
yeah,
think they bought the referee. No, it's okay. It's easier this then. Nowadays, you got scandals everywhere.
look at it this way. We're actually really just undermining the fact that they've won 2 titles. Okay, that's already a big achievement by itself. Sure, people expected more because it's Pep Guardiola. Oh, he should be winning all 4.
not only that, it's Pep Guardiola, it's Man City, and it's money.
Man.
Yeah, but in 2 seasons being in charge of City, 2 titles already.
Yep,
That's
fair enough.
a big achievement if you ask me.
I cannot disagree with that. Back to the game just a bit more. Young's fouls. The penalty call?
Unfortunate.
I think there was a penalty, you know.
Unfortunate.
It was studs up. It would have been a red card for Young as well.
I mean,
I have to agree. I mean,
It studs up. It studs up.
definitely a red card.
Yeah.
But
unfortunate for
Yeah.
City.
it
for
is
reals.
unfortunate for City.
It
I
was.
have to agree with CK on this because, like,
You know how bad luck these 3 games
Oh, yeah.
City has had?
Yeah. I think
For real.
Yeah,
in,
no,
in
no,
the
no.
Liverpool
I agree,
game
I
as
agree.
well, Sane's goal
Was actually
was onside.
Yeah.
Was onside. I don't
Game
know
would have
why.
been different.
Yeah, I don't know why the referee decided to call offside.
Liverpool bought Nila referees.
Nah, that
Before
referee had,
linesman, not referee.
that referee has a
Smarter,
reputation. That referee has a reputation with City.
Well, I'm not surprised. But yeah, see, look at it this way. Again, I still say props to City. You might have been knocked out of the Champions League, but you were a team that was fighting for 4 cups, and you managed to win half out of all of that 4.
That's true.
That's still a big achievement.
Yes.
To me. In terms of that Young foul, definitely is supposed to be a red card. Definitely supposed to be a penalty. But
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
yeah,
Okay.
luck was on your side. This is football for you.
Last question. Will winning the title feel the same way as if they would have won it last week? Now, if they win it next week,
If they won it against, I mean, United would have.
It would have been
very,
more
very
lah.
big thing because it's Manchester. Both are in the same city
Yeah,
itself.
but still winning the title this coming week was also something.
I mean,
They still get to celebrate. They still got
they
to
can
celebrate.
like
There's
save
no-
it until the last game to win.
there's no big cause for
They can
celebration
throw
lah,
all
right
the
now.
all the subs in there. and play
Yeah,
there's
show
no
all the
problem
subs for the next
also.
6 games, right?
Yeah.
Please, youth team.
Might as well just win it. Then they throw all the subs out.
Yeah, then let
them play.
let De
field
Bruyne,
football.
let everyone just go on vacation before World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. From the top of the table, we're going to move down to the bottom of the table where Southampton are trying to survive
Oh, what shit? Our
relegation.
sister club.
We destroyed them, in a sense.
I
Liverpool
do
destroyed
blame
them.
Liverpool for this.
Arsenal versus Southampton. Arsenal winning this 3-2. Southampton actually started off very brightly in this game. And then Danny Welbeck happened.
He saw 3018.
As much shit as we.
Or as some people say, the English Welbeck.
The English Welbeck is Welbeck. The Gabonese Welbeck is Aubameyang. And then there's the French Welbeck.
Giroud?
No, who was it?
Giroud?
No. Who was the French Welbeck?
Iwobi? Iwobi is not French.
Iwobi is English.
What?
Hey, he's not English.
I don't know.
Not that I know of.
We'll find out later lah.
Hey, no
Oh,
lah.
Southampton.
Iwobi isn't English lah. He's from Nigeria lah. Come on, guys.
Is he?
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
Okay. I just had to confirm it.
Southampton, though. Poor club, we
Yeah.
really rated it damn.
Not only that,
I think Van Dijk really.
I think
shut
it
the door
really
straight away.
yeah. And also let's not talk about Arsenal so much. Southampton got rid of Mauricio Pellegrino during the festive season. Alright? And they brought in the person that you would least expect to manage Southampton. Mark Hughes.
Okay, here's the thing. Like I was surveying more about this just now, so I was just I was crawling around the Southampton subreddit.
Okay.
Very fun stuff. Surprisingly,
At
very
least they're
fun stuff.
rich.
Yeah, at least they're rich. Right?
Yeah, at least they're rich. Yeah, you're right.
Think about it.
Thank you, Van Dijk. Yo, actually, they could actually rebuild the club. Huh?
They can.
Okay, but before we
can
go
buy
into
Neymar
that,
as well.
Whoa.
before
They have to sell the whole club away to Neymar, you know.
rename the club as Neymar Junior. So before we go into the whole thing, we have to remember that they needed to sack Pellegrino.
Yes, they had
Yep.
to sack Pellegrino. correct.
Pellegrino was not doing Southampton any good. Okay.
But why Mark Hughes? And Mark Hughes made questionable panic buys.
Yeah, he bought Carrillo.
It's Mark Hughes.
Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Here's the
actually Mark
thing.
Hughes.
Mark
Mark
Hughes.
Hughes, minus his questionable buys, he's always been a decent manager that could keep a team afloat
No,
somewhere
he's-
between the 10th and 15th place.
But we're talking about relegation now.
Yes, we are talking about relegation now, but let me get there. The loss of Van Dijk, I think, was the crucial turning
I
point.
mean, Van Dijk is their captain. Southampton's captain.
Yeah,
at one
yeah.
point.
Van
So
Dijk's
you
their
think about
captain.
it, having someone buy over your captain is one big.
Exactly. You are losing
A
that pillar
Yeah.
that supports the whole
And you
club.
are the manager that allows it. Then it's like
See, that's the thing though. Was it really the manager that allowed it?
I don't think it was Mark Hughes that allowed it because I'm
if I
pretty
was
sure.
Mark Hughes, I don't think Mark Hughes is that stupid to let go of Van Dijk.
Not only that, I'm pretty
No,
sure
was
Van
it-
Dijk has already
wasn't
made
it
a pre-agreement.
Pellegrini then still.
No, I
No,
think
this was after.
when Van Dijk left, I think Pellegrino already left. But this was definitely something that was between Pellegrino,
and Mark Hughes.
no, Liverpool, because or the club with
Oh,
Liverpool.
you're talking about
Van Dijk.
the
We're talking
top,
about Van Dijk
yeah.
because Mark Hughes has no say in this at all.
Dude, Pellegrino was being forced out of the club. I
Yes.
wasn't surprised that he was just pushing away one of the pillars of the club out.
Just to fuck around, right?
Yeah, just to screw up the club. Because of that, Southampton's form throughout this 2018 so far, not 17-18, but 2018 so
2018.
far, was crap.
Yeah,
Poor Southampton. Their
And
coach
even
is-
in this game,
yeah. It's
they
actually
did
I
so
feel
well
bad for
against
them.
Arsenal, but then after Arsenal started scoring, they just crumbled.
Yeah, they
And
did.
luckily for Arsenal, they managed to score that winning goal.
Mm.
But still, you could still see that some of the players
By
were...
English Welbeck. I just want to say it.
Some of the players were still trying to, get something out of the game. They don't want to get relegated. This is a team that I've actually not seen Southampton relegated so far, have we?
For quite some time.
It's for quite some time.
Yeah, they've not
Actually,
been relegated for
For
quite some time. There you go. So I don't want to see them go down the route that Portsmouth did. But here's the thing. Let's talk about something else that
Sunshine Boy.
something else that we might not have thought about, but like it could be something interesting to think about. If Southampton does get relegated, what are going to happen to the players? How many of them are actually going to stay?
They actually, honestly speaking, Southampton is very well known for their academy, so they can rebuild from the bottom.
Yeah.
Correct.
No problem.
So I wouldn't be surprised if this current first team actually gets
Shane Long will leave.
Shane Long, yeah, definitely.
Shane Long will either go to a new club that's being promoted, like Cardiff or Wolverhampton, or a mid-table club.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because that guy has talent enough to stay there.
In the mid-table, right?
Yeah, and then there's Cedric Suarez.
Who the heck is that?
Cedric. One of their defenders.
Number 2. He's the number 2 guy in Southampton.
Correct.
Yeah.
And he is actually one. I rate him pretty well. Okay.
Isn't he a fullback?
Yeah. He's I know he plays defense, but that's it. But still, he's a pretty good player. Not Barcelona standard, but I wouldn't be surprised if any Big Six team.
Comes and develops him, right?
Yeah. And then you have people like Bofal.
Ah.
Bofal.
Yeah. Yeah,
a very good young
far.
talent who still needs to grow. But give him the opportunity, he might actually, prosper.
And also James Ward-Prowse, don't forget about that.
There you go. Then look at Bertrand.
He's not there anymore, right?
Bertrand is most likely going to go somewhere.
He's probably gonna
Bertrand is
leave.
definitely leaving. His heart isn't there. It breaks my heart looking at him play.
I think in a sense, we look at the table right now. Southampton are on 18th place with 28 points. They are 3 points below Crystal Palace.
And they have one game in hand against...
What?
They have
Crystal
one
Palace.
game in
Oh, wait,
hand.
Southampton have one game in hand.
Yeah, Southampton has one
So
game
they
in
can
hand.
still turn it around, yes. It will make for a very dramatic relegation battle this season.
I mean, okay, let's look at the
But-
games that they have remaining, Southampton. As dramatic as it is, right
fucked
now...
up.
What the fuck?
Okay,
Big Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea is given.
they have Chelsea, Leicester,
Oh my god.
Bournemouth, Everton, Swansea, and Manchester City.
No easy games, sir.
Yeah, not easy
Okay.
games.
Chelsea, Leicester, City, I don't think they have any... They're fucked.
Yeah.
Shit.
They're fucked. Okay, maybe not Leicester lah. Leicester is a 50-50. Leicester's been poor. Like, shit poor this season.
I mean, Swansea. Against Swansea is okay, lah, but
And they also have a game against Bournemouth, which could be... Oh, wait, no.
Bournemouth is very 50-50 kind of game.
Swansea is also very 50-50 if you ask me.
But
With
Everton-
Carlos Carvajal coming in, they've been doing very well.
Oh, yeah, Caval.
But if you see the Crystal Palace one,
No, I just want Crystal
for real.
I just want Crystal Palace to get the fuck out of the Premier League.
yeah, I don't like Crystal Palace.
Okay, Crystal Palace has Brighton, Watford, Leicester, Stoke, and West Brom. Very easy for them if they can just defend and draw every game.
We're talking about Roy Hodgson here. Roy Hodgson's luck with
Roy.
Crystal Palace has been
Boy!
scoring first and then destroying themselves very late in the
And
game.
Drew is City.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Yeah.
Crystal Palace will have to bank on their own luck because it has not
Crystal
been very
Palace
good
is
for
like
them.
one of the most volatile teams right now.
Yeah. Anyways, that's enough from the Premier League and also the other European leagues. Let's go on to the Champions League.
Technically, our last talk set for today.
We have AS Roma versus Barcelona.
Biggest
This-
upset, dude.
Yes, this is the biggest upset.
Guys, I would like to say that I managed to curse this.
I can't
I
believe.
remember during the podcast last week that I was the one who said Roma is fucked. They are definitely out.
Yeah, someone did that
Yeah,
actually.
I listened
I
to the
said
podcast.
And, well, apparently I used my powers against UEFA Lona.
Hashtag
I am
Sons of
still in
Bitches jinx.
shock that UEFA Lona
Didn't make it
out.
through.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. There's still another Spanish guy on UEFA's balls.
That one also damn lucky they got through, right?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. But
for-
let's talk about this game. CK.
This is from not only just Roma, I mean Juventus himself as well. Both the Italian clubs almost actually knock out the Spanish giants. Think about it.
That's right.
It would have been a very interesting Champions League if Juventus, Roma, Bayern and Liverpool was inside.
For all we know, it could have been potentially an all-Italian final.
Yeah, exactly. I tell you, when Zeko scored the first goal itself, the momentum starts picking up because for Barcelona itself, they were lost. They weren't doing anything much. They tried in front of the goal, but the defense was
It was
better.
a sucker punch. They couldn't
I
recover from
think
that.
I actually do firmly believe on the fact that the 12th man won them the game.
Yeah. Can you
Dzeko,
imagine
Dzeko.
the you hear
The
the
Rossi,
roar
the Rossi.
from the Stadio Olimpico when Dzeko scored? It was amazing. And then when the
The
Rossi
Rossi
scored the penalty, it got even better.
Because that's the only last Totti man in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Right?
You're right.
The only last person.
You're right.
And even with Totti, they haven't gone through the semi-final for long. Not even been through the semi-final of Champions League, dude.
Yeah.
The last
That's
man,
Roma,
No,
you know.
yeah, actually, I never realized that.
This is
Roma
the
has
first
never-
time in a
That's
very
the
long
last,
while.
De Rossi is literally the last Totti era person.
He's holding the cup. I mean,
He's bringing the
the
torch.
Sorry, bringing the cup. Going to bring the
Yeah,
cup
they
back
haven't won
for-
the cup yet, lah.
But
just
when
saying,
when the
He
winner
the Rossi looks like some Viking. He's going to drink out of the cup.
Oh shit. speaking of Viking and also mythology, Konstantinos Manolas, who scored the
Oh, shit.
winner.
What even, man?
That header is sublime. It curled
What
away from Ter
even?
Stegen. It fucking curled away from Ter Stegen. I cannot believe what I saw. And the commentator just went, the Greek god in Rome. I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
that
exactly,
is superb. He actually pushed himself away from the defenders to score that.
See, these are
amazing.
these are one of those games that make me happy that we actually decided to watch Serie A this season.
And also this and this is like the
It
magic
doesn't
of
happen all the time.
no,
okay?
it's also the magic of the European
But when it
nights, though, to be
happens,
honest with
it's
you.
the
It
magic
really
of
is
European
the
nights.
it's the magic of the European
Yeah,
nights.
I know. I have to agree. It's different.
So when I think we were watching Liverpool. I don't know whether you.
I was
So
watching.
I switched over. When I switched over, I saw Malola's score. I was like, "Fuck, dude!" I typed the chat, dude. Roma.
And I was very confused with the away goal rule. I found out after that because Roma scored in Camp Nou,
that one away goal.
it brought them to the semi-final.
Huh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I'm quite dumb.
He's very.
I'm very confused with the away goals rule.
thing.
It's very confusing.
Okay, so for those of you guys who are also confused, basically, if you score one away goal and your opponent comes to your home field and doesn't score an away goal against you, but the aggregate at the end is tied up, the team that scores the away goal the team that actually has more away goals gets to go through, even if the aggregate is a draw.
Okay.
It's pretty much that.
It was dumb of Barcelona lah. You see, if you see this match properly, right? Messi
Was messy.
He was shit, like legit.
Messi
I don't
was
know what
poor in
happened
this
to
game.
him. He got a yellow card. He didn't play as confident as before, because nobody wants to get a red card in this kind of
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah.
And once you get a red card, you are out for quite some time.
Probably missed the finals also.
Mental goya.
So not only just that, Gerard Piqué also got a yellow card.
Yeah.
That's why the defense played very conservatively.
Okay, yeah, I think that
Hence
Piqué card actually changed the whole game.
Piqué was playing up front as a striker, just to avoid being red carded.
Yeah.
I was like, the fuck, dude? Gerard Piqué is playing up front. Why is he even trying there?
Well, I've seen weirder. I've seen strikers playing as defenders.
I've seen Steven Cocker play up front for Liverpool.
I've seen
it all.
Wayne Rooney defending for United.
I've not seen it
Playing
all,
keeper,
but that's
playing
enough.
keeper. Rooney playing keeper. Have you seen that?
I don't want
I've
to.
seen it.
It's in the ad.
I've seen
the
it
Nike
doing
ad.
it. Yeah, in the
Yeah,
ad.
yeah.
The Nike ad.
So, I mean, seriously, I mean, like, really, Barcelona really shot themselves in the foot. They could have won this comfortably. Just score one goal only. Just one goal against them.
Game over.
Roma would have lost it already.
Yeah, but again, the 12 man won this for them. Without the whole atmosphere, Roma wouldn't have won this.
Speaking of shooting themselves in the foot, Real Madrid versus Juventus.
Buffon!
Real Madrid almost shot themselves in the foot.
No, not only that. Juve. Okay, speaking of this, Juve is the team that actually shot themselves in the foot in this game. As much as you want to feel gutted, it was a very poor decision from Benatia to concede the penalty. It was a soft penalty.
Could
yes.
have won the
Yeah,
game,
it was a soft penalty, but there was contact. The referee would definitely call you because of that.
They were so close to
They
the
were
finishing
very
stoppage
close.
time,
Yeah.
Very close.
I actually do feel like that was a penalty either way.
I mean, that split decision, oh my god.
No, it's because it's a contact and you're stopping a direct attempt at
I
goal.
feel
Yes.
I feel it for Buffon.
I really feel it for Buffon
Yeah,
too.
I feel it too. It's Buffon not getting to go to World Cup.
No, but can
not
you
getting to do
imagine-
this,
can
not
you
getting to do that.
imagine?
Yeah, I get that.
It was a stupid decision from Buffon to lash out at the referee as well, because if he saved that penalty, or if he were got saved, if he got sent off,
Man, he
got sent
saved
off.
the penalty,
Chesney saved the penalty. They go through. He doesn't get to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
If he didn't get the red card,
He
then
would.
he saved, he'll be the hero of
I think
Juventus.
if you ask me,
correct.
If you ask me, Chesney should have been playing more.
In
instead
the
of
Champions
Buffon.
League or in the league,
In the Champions League.
he's getting more chances in the.
Yeah,
I mean, they are slowly
The
but
league.
because of the quarterfinals, Buffon played both games, what?
Yeah.
And they relied on Buffon's what's it called?
Hey, to be
Wisdom.
fair to Buffon, he made a few key saves over here in this game.
A few key saves, yes, but I think they're the kinds of saves that Chesney could have been able to do too. I mean, look at Chesney's form now after he left Arsenal.
He's been on the bench most of the time, just saying.
Yeah, but whenever you see him play, he's been really good.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
do feel like Chesney was a better choice compared to Buffon,
But in this game, Real Madrid were extremely poor. In Bernabeu, what the actual fuck? Oh my god.
what I feel like Real Madrid did wrong was they had they looked down on Juventus coming
yeah,
into
they
this
did.
game, okay?
They did.
They were coming in like super overconfident because they were coming in with a 3-0 lead. A 3-0 away goal lead.
Yeah. One more goal would have been done already for them.
Yeah. So I felt like they underestimated Juventus, which I would also think that I would have done the same thing too. Because, 3 away goal lead, would you expect another team to come to your own place and do the same thing you did to them? No. So,
They got complacent,
yeah, they got complacent and that's what they got.
It's typical
Juventus
Real
just
Madrid,
came in
isn't
roaring. They scored their first goal quite early, what?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It was a very good cross too. Very good cross.
Mandzukic.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
I think no.
I think Chelsea should buy Mandzukic, right? instead of Morata.
That's
Like, for
actually a
real,
fair.
like, for
That's
real.
that's that's
No,
that's
I get
true.
it, I get it.
That's
yeah.
true.
Mandzukic is a much better
Finisher.
player than Morata.
Finisher, on
Finisher.
the foot and the head.
Yeah, finisher.
Sorry, giving you ideas, Chelsea. Don't copyright it.
But we are talking about a Real Madrid side who played like this in the semi-finals. We don't know, like, it's hard to call, isn't it?
See, that's the thing. With Real Madrid, you can't say anything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unpredictable
Okay?
right now.
They can be utter shit or they can be utter brilliant.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay?
So I'd rather draw Madrid than the other two.
Okay.
Orioles
Okay.
right now.
It would have made a very dramatic semi-final, like, at least.
But if we get Bayern Munich, probably we are out already.
Yeah.
I think, for Liverpool fans.
We're going to be destroyed, man.
We need to wear white, not orange. Think about it.
Hard to say lah. That's the thing. Even Bayern now.
Fuck, you're right.
Even Bayern now. I don't.
Oh, shit, you're right.
I don't see the defense being that good.
Who? Bayern?
Yeah, I can see Salah tearing the defense apart, but
Not with the white shirt.
Not
White-
yet, not yet.
Not with the white shirt.
But the problem is with the defense, and that's the only question I have. Are they strong enough? Right now,
For
they
Real?
seem no.
no for
The-
Bayern.
the
For
other-
Bayern.
The other clubs, basically.
Okay.
I mean, Liverpool's defense, are they prepared for all this?
A BBC onslaught.
Yeah, that's true. And then one more thing that I really wanna
And you
see
think about it.
is before that, sorry,
Right.
one last thing. One more thing I really wanna see is whether Liverpool is gonna come in the game overconfident. That's it.
The fans are definitely the fans definitely are, like, very cocky already.
No offense, but Liverpool in this quarterfinals have not played any European clubs yet. They've been playing they were playing an English club.
Portuguese club,
and
Porto?
Porto.
Yeah, Portuguese. Okay, Portuguese is a European club lah, definitely. But Porto, I wouldn't call
Not a
them.
big one, lah.
Not a big
They're not part of the big fishes. Okay.
We killed a big
City
fish.
City is a big fish, but at the same time, we can say that Liverpool has more experience against a club like City because of the fact that they can get all the match statistics against City very easily.
That's true.
They can rewatch City's games very easily without a problem. Now, whether they are able to go up against the likes of Bayern, the likes of Real Madrid, and the likes of
It's
Roma.
getting real. It's really getting real.
But if you see all these teams that we're gonna play with, they have one target man in their team. All of them.
Mandzukic, Ronaldo.
Mandzukic.
Sorry, Mandzukic out. Fuck, Dzeko.
Dzeko.
I keep getting those two guys wrong. I'm so sorry. They look the
Dzeko.
same.
Who's that fat fuck in Madrid?
Benzema.
Benzema, correct.
Madrid don't just rely on Benzema because I do say that
Lewandowski.
I do think that Madrid's main attack force will be coming down the wings through Cristiano and
Yeah, but
Asensio.
still,
Because Vasquez as
Benzema
well.
is the kind of player.
Yeah, but we're talking about a Liverpool side who rarely have good fullbacks.
Or even centre backs.
Oh, don't play with my feelings.
No, I'm not playing with your feelings. I'm being realistic here.
Our wing backs are the most inexperienced wing backs.
Oh,
right now.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
they are.
we have to put that into consideration too. Okay? If you guys draw Real Madrid, you're actually quite fun.
Even your experienced Moreno is still shit.
Dude,
Yeah, you are.
if Bayern plays Ribery, I still say Liverpool is fucked.
True.
They can play any winger, we're still fucked. In a
Al
sense.
Shawari.
Oh
So,
shit, you're
just
right.
just remember this. If Liverpool does lose, it's because of the wings, if you ask me.
Okay. Let's we actually have the Malaysian talk set as well. We had the Shopee Piala Malaysia, Piala FA Malaysia, but unfortunately for us, one of our journalist brothers, he got his FMLLP license revoked for overly critical remarks, but we have not received any proof yet from FMLP stating what did he say.
Well, it's not licensed lah.
Sorry, it's a
Media pass.
it's a media pass. Sorry, it's a media pass. But we have not received anything from FMLP, any statement stating why did this journalist get his pass revoked. And from our side, we don't have a media pass, yes, but it feels extremely unfair to have it revoked just like that with no explanation. And on International Journalist Day as well. It's fucked up, guys. It's extremely fucked up. I don't know what's going on there, but because of that, we're ending our show early without any talk sets because we are going to show our support for our journalist friend over here. So with that, we are ending our podcast this week. See you guys next week with more content, hopefully with the Malaysian games. But from there onwards, we are going to go on a blackout for the Malaysian games. So see you guys next week. Loads of balls.
Loads of balls.
Champions League draws. Are we gonna tweet that out? Lots of balls.